And so all of those things together cemented the mindset that the man is the head of the household. The man is completely in charge. The woman must submit to the man or else she will walk all over him. Those are the only two options. But then when you sit and reason about it, why is it that when you have a business, for instance, let's say you have a business and it's 50-50 and you tell your partner, hey, we need more materials for this project we're working on. I need you to go down. I'm across the city. So I need you to hit this spot and pick up that, pick up the concrete, pick up the steel, pick up the whatever the fuck, the material we need. And then bro says yes. Did he just submit to his business partner? He did not. Why? Because they have the same vision, the same end goal. If you get with a chick and you're on the same page and you have the same end goal and the same vision, then you don't got to worry about dominating her. You don't have to worry about like being in control of her, because at the end of the day, y'all trying to get to the same place, whether that be, a happy marriage, a happy family. There's mutual respect. There needs not be any submission. You have a partnership with one of your boys. Neither of you are submitting to the other, yet you respect one another. You compromise, you reason, and then sometimes you can acknowledge that they had the better idea. Sometimes they will acknowledge you had the better idea. And at the end of the day, neither party is trying to control the other person. And so I've realized that you actually don't need to do that. Now, the crazy thing here is, and this is what people will blow your fucking mind. My wife is actually more, I don't want to use the word submissive because it's not like I'm making her like bow down to me or anything. But my wife is easier to get along with, having me taking this mindset. You realize that trying to control somebody is actually forcing something. If you need to control someone for them to do something, you're forcing it. And if you know anything about metaphysics, you know what you resist persists. When you are trying to make someone do something they don't want to do, you are, from a metaphysical point of view, fighting against the universe. What you resist persists. You're going to get more of the thing that you don't want when you're trying to force against it. You need to relax and let it just be what it is. But here's the thing. A lot of guys, they operate out of fear. A lot of people in general, they move out of fear. That's all it is, trying to control your woman, is you're afraid of what we'll do if the fear of your anger and retribution isn't present. What does that say about her? Why does she not need to make you afraid for you to be loyal? Why does she not need to control you for you to be loyal, but you need to control her for her to be loyal? Sounds to me like she not really feeling you like that, to be real with you. Why you gonna get with a chick you don't trust? Why wife a chick you don't trust? That don't make no sense at all. So you trust her enough to marry her, to give her access to half of your assets, to bear your children, but you don't trust her to not fucking cheat on you when she goes out with her girlfriends? That's kind of crazy. Sounds like you linked up with the wrong chick. You married the wrong chick. And if you actually take a look at it, a lot of guys, in an attempt to control their woman, box themselves into taking away their own freedoms. Because why? You don't trust your girl to go out with her girlfriends without you there, while also looking put together, like looking good. And so what do you do now? Now you don't go out with your boys. Why? Because you don't want to be a hypocrite. Because you know that's what she's going to hit you with. Oh, so you can go to the club with your boys. You can go to the bar, to the sports bar with your boys, but I can't go with my girls. And so what a lot of dudes do, in an attempt to control their woman, they actually rob themselves of their own freedom. You see that? And it goes further. The most attractive thing you can be as a man to a woman is unbothered, is nonchalant, is uncaring. We reacted to a bad baby crashing out a couple days ago. Why is she crashing out so much? Because her nigga don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck. It is literally not giving a fuck, bro, is the most sexy thing to a woman, bro. It is the sexiest thing to a woman. And so when she can tell that you're authentically not pressed about it, not worried about it, not afraid of anything, you ain't got nothing to be afraid of. That's why they say there's nothing to fear but fear itself. You feel me? That's why dudes fumble baddies, because they're afraid. Oh, another nigga gonna come scoop her. Oh, she looks so good. I bet you a bunch of dudes is always talking to her, sliding into her DMs. You get insecure, you get nervous, you get worried, you start doing corny nigga shit. She lose attraction, you fumbled the baddie. That simple. And so, yeah, man, if you get your frequency right, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. You really don't. What about girls' nights? Well, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Though everything I just said applies, but that's why you got to start off with the right girl. You feel me? Like, I'm not saying there aren't demons out there. I'm not saying there aren't, you know what I'm saying, loose women out there that are sleeping around with dudes and cheating on their men. Obviously, there are men who are raising children that aren't their own. But if you understand metaphysics and you start off with the right frequency, you're only going to end up with chicks that vibe with your frequency, bro. If you awaken to the power of metaphysics but you're already in a relationship with a chick that ain't good, that ain't vibing like that, y'all will break up and you'll find a better chick, one that you can actually comfortably trust and not worry about shit. You feel me? And so that's the attitude I have, bro. See, when you don't look, you might say to yourself, oh shit, like, all right, Don, you take this nonchalant attitude. What if your chick go out and fucking cheat on you then, right? You were wrong. I'll just leave her. It's that simple. I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna be mad. Like, I'm not gonna be pressed about it. Now, obviously, I'm able to speak like that because I think it's such an impossibility with my girl. Like, me and my girl are locked in. But I'm saying hypothetically, let's say I wasn't married. I'm dating a chick and I take this nonchalant attitude. If I can't trust you, I don't want to be with you. I got to be able to trust you. And so if in me trusting you, you reveal that you aren't worthy of trust, you actually did me a favor. Thank you. You're not the right one. The girl, because that's what I need from my girl. I need my girl to trust me. I need me to be able to just say, hey, babe, I'm going to make this move over here. It's 11 o'clock at night and I'm going with my boy. And it's going to be mad chicks here. And I need her to not stress me out about that. So if I need her to trust me, I want a girl that I can trust. And so don't fear anything. You don't got to fear anything, bro, in this life at all. See, and that's how you attain peak fucking, you just going with the flow. You let the universe do all the work for you, bro. You fear nothing. You see yourself as someone deserving of a woman that is loyal and beautiful and peaceful and all of that. And so you just maintain that frequency. See, you got to understand, you can't lie to the universe. Your energy, you cannot hide your energy from the universe. So when your girl asks you, hey, I want to go out with my girls tonight, and you say no, why? Well, usually when dudes say no to shit like that, it's all fear. That's all it is. I'm afraid you're going to cheat. I'm afraid you're going. That's usually it, really. That's really what niggas is scared of when they don't let their girls out. You're scared. I'm scared you're going to cheat. Oh, so that's the frequency you're in. You're in the frequency of you're afraid. You think that is, you know what I'm saying? That's a frequency you're aligned with. You have an unloyal girl. You have a girl that her loyalty is fragile. But guess what? If you have the frequency of my girl could never cheat on me, and you let her go out, and then she cheat on you, guess what you just did? You weeded out the poison. She was not aligning with the frequency of I have a girl I can trust no matter what. She is my chick, right? Look at Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne goes to prison. His girl fucks Drake. Gucci Mane goes to prison. His girl took the money that he had, exponentially grew it, and then gave it back to him when Gucci came out. And then Gucci Mane married her. That's the kind of woman you want. That's the kind of chick you want. They're there. They exist. She didn't fuck nobody. She didn't blow all his money. She didn't get pregnant by another man. I mean, who knows if she had a relationship with a guy, but, you know, I would be willing to bet she didn't. So you weed that bitch out. You trust her enough to let her, you know, fuck up. And then when she fuck up, you move on. Simple story. Now you got room. Now you just made room for a chick that can actually align with your frequency. A chick that you can trust. A chick that don't want to be going out and doing the city girl shit every night. You feel me? Because don't get me wrong, I do think there is something wrong with that, personally. Like me, I couldn't be going to the club every night, bro. There ain't no point. Like every weekend, there is no point. You feel me? Like I just went to the club last weekend with my boys. You know what I'm saying? Dior and Berto and them. We went to the club and it was nice. It was nice to just be outside, be, you know, listening to the music, just taking in all that energy and just, you know, being in a different environment like that. But it's like, yeah, boy, you know, ain't much I can do out here. Why? Because I'm a loyal husband. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to talk to no bitches. I ain't trying to do nothing with nobody. And so I told the guys, I was like, next time let's go to fucking Top Golf instead. You know what I mean? Let's go to Top Golf.
Find themselves.
Get some beers and have a good time. Because it's kind of pointless to be out here. And so if it's a once in a blue moon thing and your girls just want to go out and have a good time and feel sexy and do the whole thing, okay, I don't see a problem with that. But if they doing it on a regular basis, I do think it's like, why are you doing? What are you doing? What are you looking for out there? But the most important thing is to just know what you want, bro. Know what you want. If you want a loyal woman, then you have to have the frequency of I have a loyal woman. And if you're maintaining that frequency of I have a loyal woman, you can't then ever act in a way that communicates to the universe that you don't trust your girl. You feel me? Now, I'm not saying at the same time, you got to always support what your girl wants to do. What I'm saying is you should not try to control her. Right? You can voice, you can articulate, hey, I don't agree with you doing that. But you're an adult. You're your own person. So you do what you want to do. And, you know what I'm saying? You let the chips fall where they fall. But you don't fight. She ain't did nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with her wanting to do something that you don't want to do or you don't support. There's nothing wrong with her wanting it. We don't choose what we want. Nobody chooses what they want. We all want what we want. Think about that. You don't choose to like a certain flavor of ice cream. You just like what you like. You want what you want. And so it's the same thing with that. You don't get mad at her because she wants some. Right? It's if she breaks your trust, disrespects you, you know what I'm saying, does some kind of heinous shit to you, steals from you, is abusive to you, those are legitimate reasons to not be pleased with your girl. And so you also can't take this approach of I'm gonna trust my girl. Yeah, I don't really agree with you doing that, but you want to do it, apparently. And I'm not going to stop you if you do it. You can't then also be mad at her if she still chooses to do it. Because you're still, what are you mad at? You're mad that she didn't do what you wanted her to do? How do you feel when she gets mad at you for doing something you want to do? How do you feel? That shit is fucking lame as fuck. It's ass. You don't trust me? That's what you think. Wow, I can't do this because you don't trust me. You feel me?